Today, we're talking about the greatest filler episode in all of Dragon Ball Z and also maybe one of the scariest moments in all of DBZ right here on Key Moments.
Ooh, nice intro, Nano. Look at you. You got a little intro bone in you.
Listen, man, I've done a few YouTube videos, including this one right now that they're watching, / they could be listening to, / all the things, because I'm Nanogenix, and that's DotoDoya, and this is Key Moments, where we rewatch Dragon Ball Z, and hopefully other things by the time you're watching.
And hopefully much more. But, bro, it's good to be back.
It's another week to be back, man.
It's another week, and spoilers, I had a great time with this episode. I think this might have been the best stretch for me.
So 100% in a post-Raditz world, which is only like 5 episodes, but so in a post-Raditz world, these are the 2 best episodes we've had for sure. Like, they passed by the fastest. Dude, this was great. Hang on, we did agree that we're doing the pod over both episodes, right?
Yes. This is going to be a 2-parter Gohan spectacular main character, my GOAT. And his journey on becoming probably the most punished character in fiction I've ever seen.
This is Dragon Ball Z is a Gohan series, you know?
It really is. And that's something I realized while we were watching it. I was like, no, this guy has pretty much always been the main character of this show.
Yes. And I hope that stays the same. You know, as 2 people that haven't watched past episode 10, I hope that Gohan remains like pivotal and like the MC and he never gets sidelined, you know?
Yeah, I could definitely see that. And again, just speaking off our knowledge now of episode 10, like, I think I want to see, like, once Gohan's like really grown up, I want to see him get back into working out, put on a green tracksuit maybe. I just want to see this guy go all out and train. Yeah, bro, I want to see him really train.
This guy hates Gohan. Okay, all right. Well,
this guy's a hater.
Doto, what have you been up to, man? Like, you know, we watched some Dragon Ball Z here, but what have you been up to? What have you been doing?
Well, listen, man, I'm glad you asked, because I've been sitting here looking at the camera red with sunburn, because I went to Aquatica today. You ever heard of that? I
have not. What is that?
It's like a pretty mid. I mean, I'm saying that I don't know if people like it, but I've always really liked that. I go there. It's like a water park here in Florida. It's definitely not the new stuff. It's not the new kid on the block. Apparently, they're celebrating their 15-year anniversary. Volcano Bay is going to have them out of business. That
feels pretty new, though, for like an amusement park type place. Like 15 years, you've not been in, like, you don't have any, I probably shouldn't say that because maybe they do. But I was like, you don't have any like skeletons in your closet. Like there's no like animatronics running around haunted.
Yeah, no, there's no. Well, granted, I don't know if I should say this, but this is a SeaWorld combined park. And also another thing is I actually went to this park on opening day 15 years ago. So I'm a long time. I've been coming to Aquatica for a long time.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So granted, I don't be dipping my toes in there too often, but because it's SeaWorld, I should mention that they're opening. This was 15 years ago, and it's still there now. I wrote it today. I don't know what that says about me, but they have a slide that goes through the dolphin enclosure. So like where the dolphins live and swim and shit, like the slide goes through there, and the whole bit is like it's transparent.
That is actually pretty cool. Okay, wait, that's
It doesn't really work out because it's like you're going pretty fast. So if you don't see the dolphins in your 1 second of transparency, then you kind of miss it. But it's cool. Another thing I tried today, bro, you know those new age water slides where you like step in the tube and you're like on an Acme like animated trap door?
Oh, yes.
Bro, I tried that today. I had so much fun with it. Kenzie hated it. She was like, I'm not going on there. I'm not doing it. You can't convince me. And so basically, bro, I begged. I said, you're going on, please. You got to try it. You got to try it. You got to try it. She went on. I watched her go down the slide. When the trapdoor opened, she swung her arms out and hit like every wall possible. I was like, oh no. To the point where
you don't know, right? I've never done one. You don't know when they're going to do it, right? Like it's total.
No, bro, it's messed up because Kenzie was telling me how, like, okay, first of all, I went on it alone the first time because she wasn't having it. And she's like, I'm scared. And I was like, I was kind of afraid too because I was like, I want to try it out though. I step in. Tell me why these guys have a heartbeat sound effect playing in the tube. Yeah, it goes like dun, 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 dun. And I was like, all right, bro, I was in there like trying to look manly because it's transparent, people can see me in there. And I'm like, bro, I'm actually fucking losing it right now. Like I'm getting scared. And then the door swung out from beneath me And, you know, I might have let out a little scream or something, but after that, I was good.
When you say you went together, like, is it two side by side, though? It's like you're not in the same go on the same slide together, right? Like side by
No,
side.
not in the same slide, but there's like they had 3 different capsules.
Yeah.
I would
So
really describe it as like
side by side. Now, do they open them at the same time, or do you go like it?
Yeah, like they open them at pretty much the same time. It depends on it depends on the teenager working there, how much they care about syncing you up. But
it would be funny if they didn't sync you up and like you looked terrified, right? Like you talked her into doing it, and like as you so like
it's good.
You go first and you like look absolutely terrified, like it's the worst experience ever, and so she's just got to wait their anticipation and like
It's funny you bring this up because when we finally got to the top of the line, I said, I'm going first. She said, you're not going first. I don't want to see it. I was like, all right. But yes, I did want to go first, and I wanted to scream. I told her I was going to do a goofy scream like that. I thought that would hit, bro, but she was not having it. But man. that was pretty much my day. I rode that like 3 times, got on the lazy river, and walked on out of there.
Man, a good lazy river. That's a nice time, you know.
It was. So what have you been up to before we dive into this beautiful episode,
dude? So not much today. I ended up really focusing on cleaning my office area here. I always made sure that what you could see was picked up and clean, you know, because I feel like I don't want people to be looking behind me and it's like all distracting because there's like it's messy. But like anywhere that wasn't on camera was pretty awful. So I focused on that, and that took a lot more time. But besides that, I went from one weekend, I saw Ed Sheeran again. So
this is another time? Biggest
so
fans.
Watching this episode, which is now just a few episodes after mentioning it before, I've now seen Ed Sheeran twice. So we're like really close to becoming groupies. But dude,
biggest fans, I gotta say.
He's really good. Like he's so good live. I mentioned it before, but he uses like a loop deck. So he builds out the songs live with you, which I think is really cool. And actually,
that's like talent shit. Never mind.
Yes. Yeah. He doesn't. So he has a band with him this time because of one of his openers, but typically he has no band. So he does all of the songs, you hear them exactly how they're played on the radio, and he builds them all himself live with you. And it was really cool because on Castle on the Hill, I think is what the name of the song is, he built that and you could kind of tell it was off, and he killed the audio. And he goes, I don't know, I'm sure most of you could tell that was off. Can you be as excited when I first started? Because that song starts out with like a very noticeable like guitar riff or whatever. And so he had to rebuild the song because it was like off. Like that was so cool. Like that was actually really cool that happened, just to see him like rebuild the song back. And then I followed that up. So we got back from that and I went to QuakeCon, which I know a lot of people get confused on. They hear QuakeCon and they're like, oh, did you play Quake? And no, actually we played League. Dude, have you played the 2v2v2 mode?
I've been playing a lot of that mode, bro. When are you getting on, actually?
Dude, we need to run one.
Bro, that could be honest. Let me stop. That's a good game mode, though. I gotta be honest.
Yes, I am obsessed. And then when I found, so I didn't care as much at first when I first heard about it because I thought it was like I don't know, one of the limited time modes. I can't think of what the one's called. That Earth. I thought it was like Earth. I didn't know it was like a new permanent addition to the game. I didn't know that it was like had depth to it, and it was
it's really good.
Yeah. So I ended up playing a like shit ton of that mode down there. But anyway, for those of you that maybe are listening or watching here on YouTube, it's literally just a con that is hosted by Bethesda, I guess now also Microsoft. But they do a BYOC, that's their main attraction. And so it's like about 4,000 people in a massive room, and you all bring your computers and you just game. It opens on Thursday morning. It opens on Thursday morning at 8 a.m. and it does not close down until Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon at like 1. So anytime.
Wait, so like you can be no way.
Yeah.
You be overnight?
Yeah. No. Like, oh yeah, dude. You can literally just, you can go take a nap midday and then come back and you can be in there all night if you want. Like and it's active and it like everyone's just hanging out. I was telling Doto but I walked by some people that it was like a whole row of people, which is like 30 people playing TF2. It was like a whole row of people just playing TF2 on like probably some custom server. Because the thing too, there's so many people down there. A lot of people are obviously playing like custom server stuff. People get servers set up, and then they also put like a local server for downloading Steam games. So downloading Steam games is like way faster. And yeah, so anyway, we ended up playing a lot of League. We did some other shenanigans. One of my buddies brings like a projector, so we'll play like local co-op, couch co-op stuff, like up on a big projector on the wall. And dude, it's a fun time. Like it is genuinely.
I was gonna say, bro, I'm one of those people. I thought it was like a convention for Quake fans, and then at most I thought it was like other arena shooters at most, but I didn't know it was just like for gamers.
It's literally just going down there to hang out with like 4,000 other people in this very air conditioned room. Like you got to wear like a hood, which is the other cool thing. Like you got to bring a hoodie, a blanket, you know, like it's a vibe. They leave the lights on until about 10 a.m. on the first day. And then once they shut the lights off, then they do not come back on until the convention is over. So you walk in there, and there's no window, so you wouldn't know if it's daytime, nighttime. Like it's just a massive convention hall that is just rows of PCs. Like it's a ton of fun. I've been going since 2012, and this year was a blast as well. So anywho, that's what I've been up to. And now we're podcasting, and we're talking about a pretty awesome freaking episode, some awesome episodes.
Bro, do we want to get into this? Do we want to get into this? Because I was shocked, bro. I'm not gonna lie. We started up this call. I was like, oh, brother, here comes the filler parade, bro. Here comes the whining, the crying.
Before we dive in, you want to tell them the exciting news that should be happening next week?
Oh, our first ever movie spectacular.
We're reacting to a movie next week.
The Dead Zone. Tune in next week for the Dead Zone. The boys watch the Dead Zone. Sorry,
that was a little bit of my ADD going off there, but I am so excited.
What happened there was you just remembered we were doing that. You had to say it.
I did, because as we got back into DBZ mode, I was like, oh my gosh, we're going to get to watch a movie. I just love watching the movies. I don't care if they're canon or not. They're just a blast, bro. Like they are so much fun. And there's just such a I don't know. Anyway, I'm very excited about that. Also, we haven't told them.
I like that they're just like, oh, go ahead.
They can watch our reactions. We should probably mention that sooner than now. But if you guys want to support us, you can watch our reactions over on patreon.com.
Which I would say, you know, like, I don't want to bring us down, but like these two are really worth the reaction. This was a reaction heavy couple of episodes.
Yes.
Bro, I was freaking out, bro. I was getting invested.
Dude, that's the thing. These felt like, actually, these probably had a really good feeling of like watching a movie, because it was a very complete, both of them had a very complete story from start to finish. Like they had their own storyline, and that was like, I think what made them so much fun to watch. And also,
I've seen people online doing like unofficial movie trilogies where they just take random 3 movies and say like, if you watch them back to back to back, it's a pretty good time. That's like in Dragon Ball Z, these could have been like a Gohan standalone movie, man.
Dude, you're not actually. Wait, yeah, you're definitely not wrong, man.
Like, this was the best of wilderness survival Gohan so far.
But anyway, yeah, you guys can support us over on Patreon. It should be patreon.com/key moments. You'd think I would know that 100% by right now, but listen, we're trying to be consistent. We're trying to make sure we have episodes of these going up for you guys. And over there, as of right now, at least, we have our reactions to all the episodes that we've watched so far. So you guys can join in, follow along, watch episodes of Dragon Ball Z with us, and see our reaction. And as Dotto already mentioned, these two specifically, I feel like you do not want to miss them. So you can click the link in the description down below, or in our bio, or all that fun stuff.
These are good ones, Nano, and I can't wait any longer. I do want to hear your ratings for both of these. So we got to go through the first one. Let me start it off. The Strangest Robot episode. What is this?
This is episode 9.
Apparently the 3rd episode of the Vegeta saga, says the wiki. But this episode starts off really strong. Obviously, we're fresh off the tails of Gohan going bananas, greatest episode of all time. So he gets up and waddles over to a pond, and I mean waddles because this guy lost his tail and it was throwing him off, bro. A great beginning. We were immediately invested in this.
Yeah, 100%. Because dude, he as you said, he runs into a fun day in Florida.
Bro, Gohan was having a day in the wilderness, bro. He's thrown off by his tail, wanders over to this pond, like, oh, hey, I got some new clothes on. Immediately, nature was not having it, bro. He got attacked by, I don't even know, like 17 animals in like 3 minutes.
Dude, it has like an insane series of unfortunate events.
Bro, Nano, which one of these animals would you have wanted to be attacked by the least? Because it was a spread, bro.
Probably the eagle thing,
bro. The giant Sasuke summon ass hawk, bro. I got to agree that
massive talons. Yeah. I feel like and plus, like, anytime something's aerial, like something's in the air, like it's really hard to run from something like that. Like I think I could maybe maneuver from, especially an alligator. That's probably the lowest on my tier here. The alligator says crocodile,
The alligator was fine, bro. Like I said in the reaction, I'm from Florida. That was me on walking to school every day, pretty much.
Did you have the sword as well?
No sword. I had a heavy ass backpack, couple textbooks maybe, but no sword.
I mean, you
not
could
sure
use
how.
it as a weapon if you really needed to. So
Yeah, just in case. Like, that's what we Floridians use to. Like, nah, I lost my homework teach. I was fighting off the alligator this morning.
Floridians?
Yeah, that's how us Floridians got down. Like, you guys had my dog ate my homework. I was fending off an alligator attack, so I lost it. But no, I
would
guess
that work? That probably would work down there.
It probably would work if you like maybe scarred yourself up. Yeah, you get one time. No, this is the fourth time this week that alligators beat your ass. Yeah, I know. I'm done for. I would say my tier list is, so I think Gohan gets chased by an alligator, prowled and stalked by a bobcat or a wolf or whatever you want to call it. While he's running, that's when he got picked up by the Sasuke summoned hawk. With giant talons, by the way. Huge. If these things existed in real life, I'm not ever leaving my house. But then, thankfully, while he was getting attacked by this and grabbed in these talons, a pterodactyl actually came and started fighting the hawk. So, beautiful, great, that lovely day for Gohan. I think that was about every animal. So
those are the 4 animals. So hang on. So what's your tier list? Go from like least scary to Do like least scary to most scary?
It's going to sound controversial, but I would say alligator bottom tier. That one's free. Then the bobcat, wolf, whatever, chasing him.
Okay.
Then this is where the controversial comes in. I would rather take a pterodactyl, a flying dinosaur that I have never seen or could comprehend in real life, over a giant hawk.
Yeah.
A giant, bro, because I lived on a farm. I lived on a farm for quite some time, Hawks themselves are pretty scary, bro. If we were shorter creatures, hawks would terrify us, but we're just bigger than them, so it's no big deal. A giant hawk, miss me with that, bro. They do not care, bro. They will puncture every part of your body, stab you with their beak.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so speaking of, my wife went for a walk the other night, and she texts me, and I thought I was gonna have to like come get her because she's like, this bird, which I'm pretty sure was a hawk, was dive bombing her.
See, bro.
So imagine one that's the size of a house coming at you. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say if the size of a house, bro, you're not getting that text. You're not getting getting the text. I'm just saying, bro, you're gonna find her shoes. Hey man, I'm keeping it real. That hawk gets us all, man. So I'd rather take the dinosaur.
By the way, I'm going with your list. Except I actually think I would take the pterodactyl. I think I would go with your list, but I would go alligator, pterodactyl, saber tooth, and then the hawk.
Damn, putting a lot of respect on Sabretooth over here.
Dude, I think you're underestimating. Like a cat, like their reflexes and stuff. Like I just don't know that I can run from a cat. Like I think I can dodge a pterodactyl better than a cat.
I guess you're actually right. I feel like you could probably like swiftly move out of the way of pterodactyl, specifically you, not me. But the way I'm looking at it is like, if I'm gonna die, maybe you're right. Maybe a pterodactyl would like do me in quicker than a Sabretooth. Like that shit would probably hurt.
Wait, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, hang on.
Pterodactyl bites me, it's like good night, like end of my story. But a Sabretooth is like bite, but not killing me, and then like bite, scratch, claw. It like gores me pretty much, just rips out my intestines, and then I'm gone.
If pterodactyls in the Dragon Ball universe or anything like in Jurassic Park /World, I think what they do is they take you up real high and then they drop you, and then that should kill you, and then they eat you.
See, that would be nice. I guess in terms of, presumably, that would be better is a crazy statement for falling to your death.
I mean, you're going to die probably on impact versus now that you've pointed it out, and the Sabretooth's got these massive, which I don't think they really use them a ton, the massive, like the saber teeth or whatever. But like if they did use them, that shit would hurt. That would be awful.
Bro, and like if they did, like, and that shit's going to hit you accidentally. It's going to be like, one is not going to be enough. It's going to take like 4 of them things and then some biting and some clawing, and then maybe you can finally know rest. But I like that we're talking about all this. I forgot to mention that after the pterodactyl attacks the giant hawk that's carrying Gohan, he plummets into a Sarlacc pit and then falls into a forgotten tomb that he cannot escape from. This was a no good, terrible Junie B. Jones day, bro. He was having a rough one.
This was crazy. Like, man. But then,
bro, I mean, a strange robot. He finds him.
Yeah, a strange robot.
A lone friend in a new stressful environment. The first person Gohan's talked to since. Well, actually, no, he didn't even notice Piccolo during the Great Ape stuff.
Oh yeah, no, because he like passed out. So yeah, he's like,
For Gohan, this is the first friendly face he's seen since watching his dad die.
He noticed Piccolo.
No, he know, like, other than when Piccolo like said, "I'm leaving you in the wild," like I don't think he noticed Piccolo helping him. Did he?
Yeah. Because he starts bawling at him, and that's when he goes towards the rock.
Is it? I thought Gohan was just crying,
and he destroys that rock.
Does he?
Yeah.
Maybe you're right.
But, I mean, but still, it's what you're saying stands because it wasn't a good interaction at all. He was scared.
No, he's not having a good time.
Like,
yeah, he's not having a good time.
Yeah.
But this strange little robot offers him a moment's reprieve. Granted, Gohan was being a little bit of a dickhead. The robot did not want to be out of standby mode, and Gohan insisted that this robot talk to him. I can't wait to talk about that. That part found me. But Nano, what happens in this cave with this strange robot?
Well, like, what do you mean specifically? Which part are we getting into right now?
I'm just saying the ultimate fate, bro. I mean, basically, it was a bunch of character development.
Oh, well,
but we got 2 episodes to cover here.
Well, yeah, I guess, yeah. You make a good point. It's actually massively, dude. This was terrible because it was.
It was pretty bad.
Like the character development happened so fast with this robot, man. He goes from being annoyed by Gohan to then like actually caring for Gohan and being worried about Gohan and going Super Saiyan to try to save Gohan. And
yeah. Right. Hold on. I know I wanted you to take the reins, but we forgot to mention that the robot talks to Gohan, and then we later find out that the robot is pretty much blind to save power originally.
Yes.
And that's why like Gohan doesn't leave when the robot tells him. He's like, "Oh my God, he left me. I'm going to sit in standby mode and die here in this cave."
Gohan is literally 2 feet in front of him.
Yeah, he's 2 feet in front of him. Robot goes, "Oh, I see. You just don't have eyes." I'm like, damn, this is already sad, bro. Like, this is sad. The robot was basically just dying.
Yes, but also the fact that Gohan, runs up this path that's behind the robot, and that obviously Gohan could have gotten out of, but then chooses not to. Which, I mean, yeah,
he was scared.
Kid. He's a kid. He's a 4-year-old kid. And like it is obviously the side of a cliff, but then comes back down. We have the character development, and then we find out that this is a capsule corp machine. When we first saw him again, going into this, I didn't remember anything about this. Like I again, if you watch the reactions over on Patreon, we talk a little bit more about it going into it. But like, I don't know about you. Well, you said you did because of a Twitter thread, but I didn't remember literally anything about this episode. Like, this is one of those that's just like faded from time, just totally forgotten in time. And so I was like, is this going to be a nod to the Red Ribbon Army? But instead, it's a capsule corp machine that can cook.
It did have a cooking device in it for some reason. And, he was chefing stuff up for Gohan. The robot was actually getting into it too. He was like, "Would you like any seasoning?" So again, another feat for Bulma and the Capsule Corp gang. Although granted, this robot did say he was like 30 years old, so I don't think
30-year-old tech, dude.
Bulma wasn't cooking with this one.
Bulma now to decipher a Saiyan scouter, which is probably like she
Capsule
probably looks
Corp
at that
is so
tech, even though
OP,
we were talking
bro.
about Alien. Dude, her tech is probably so much more advanced than that scouter. Like,
I was gonna say, Capsule Corp is so OP. They are the most OP organization in all of anime.
Yeah,
like,
you
actually, no
plot
shot.
armor. It's the Capsule Corp, straight up.
Bro, they exist purely to just make any possible problem just evaporate.
Yes, 100%.
It's insane. So this robot was chefing stuff up, getting attached to Gohan. The robot was still pretty much worried about being in standby mode and escaping. Mm-hmm. He was trying to build up his reserves to the point where he could power himself up to jump out and escape himself. So that was the robot's whole game. His whole plot was, I need to stay in standby mode, not use any power, save it up for years and years and years, and then finally escape this tomb I've been living in. But what actually happens, bro? What does he actually use his power for?
Oh, man, dude. Gohan wouldn't shut up.
He was crying,
bro.
He
was crying because I know we literally just watched this, but it was because he was crying because even though the food wasn't like necessarily bad, it wasn't his mom's cooking, which is totally fair. and that causes the inevitable doom, right? The whole tomb starts caving in.
Tomb caves in. No escape anymore. The pillar actually is about to fall on Gohan. The robot, I mean, Gohan did. It was caving in anyway.
Yeah,
so Gohan's trying to dig him out.
The robot's arm out. So he does get the robot's arm free. Just the arm, though.
Digs his arm out in the clutch. The robot swings his body to the side, catches a pillar that was about to crush Gohan, which, granted, I don't know. Maybe he would have krilled him, maybe not, but the robot don't know. He catches it. It blocks the path out anyway. And then the robot's like, all right, bro. We're done. Put my red and blue wire together.
Which, by the way, I thought was going to make him explode. I thought, well, dude, anytime you're in a movie, they're like, cut the blue wire or cut, not the red one, cut the red one 2 seconds after so like he says red and blue wire. I'm thinking like, okay, he's got to self-destruct or something. So he's going to do he's going to have him plug those in like 10 seconds, go hide behind that, cover over there. I'm going to explode to give you like a way out. But then it's even better than that. It's not that.
Bro, he lifts the pillar up. This is the robot Super Saiyan, by the way. This is his moment. He's surging with all of his standby energy for years. He flips the pillar out, picks Gohan up and just chucks him out of this crazy hole. Let's not even talk about the efficiency, the sniper mentality it took to aim Gohan. Throws him out, the cave's in, Gohan's free, basically he's out. Cave comes crashing down on the robot, and we're left with Gohan watching the rubble.
Oh, man.
And so, the emotional moment happens where I did react to this part. Gohan all of a sudden decides, like, obviously he's having like his emotional moment where his friend's like probably dead, but he parkours over pretty easily now that he's out of the cave.
Which was animated very well.
It was a sick moment. These episodes were treated pretty well, and he finds Robot in the rubble. And of course, it would be too easy if the robot was dead. He's not. Gohan goes over and cries, and the robot says, he's like, oh, I thought you were dead. He's like, not dead yet. Dying, though. And it's over. Gohan just sits there and cries with him until the robot's life fades from his eyes. And that's it, pretty much. Gohan walks away.
It's crazy. And then
he walks away a survivor.
Then we get one of the best Gohan shots so far in the series.
It's true, bro. He was crying, but he wipes away not wipes away, but the tears just fall away as he raises his head and continues walking forward. And he says, I will get out of here for Robot. That's where he finds his strength.
Which is probably the thumbnail for this video.
It definitely is. But, bro, I forgot how we did it last time. Did we rate the episodes in between each episode?
Yeah, I feel like we should go ahead and rate this one.
I agree. I'm sitting at a...
Wait, do we rate them before you give us our manga differences? And
oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and go down to the manga differences. The entire events of this episode were exclusive to the anime.
We predicted that. Yeah, total filler.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, apparently this robot's name was C6. I did not know that. Was that in the episode?
I never said that.
Well, his name was C6.
Maybe that was in the Japanese and they decided they didn't think we needed to hear that in the dub, which is goofy, but okay.
Yeah, and so for trivia, let's see if there's literally anything. Oh, wait a minute. We got a pretty good one. In Dragon Ball GT Perfect Vile Volume 2, and by the way, the tweet I saw about this called it their favorite filler episode. I'm adding that because it seems that this opinion is shared by none other than voice actress Masako Nozawa. States that the strangest robot was her favorite episode while voicing Gohan.
What?
I gotta agree, bro. We didn't watch it in Japanese, but this was a pretty good episode.
This was a very good episode that I would be willing to bet a lot of people probably have not watched. Okay, I feel like there's a lot of the Dragon Ball fandom that has not watched all of the series. Like for sure,
I would agree, and this was really good. Also, it says here that the ancient probe robot was cut out of the original Ocean dub released in America. What was the episode then? What did they do for the episode? Did he just walk around? Maybe they looped most of it into, but no, I don't know.
Wait,
take from the Ocean dub
this
on that
episode
one.
still happened in the Ocean dub. It's just they didn't give him a voice. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know. It just says the ancient probe robot was cut out of the original Ocean dub released in America. That's all it says.
That's very interesting. I don't know a lot about the Ocean dub. I won't lie. Like that's one of those things where like I don't.
Mm-hmm. I would agree. I'm very. I'm sorry. It's just the gallery on the wikis has like pictures from the episode, and it says it's the picture of Gohan crying over the robot. It says C6 pronounces his last words. He's dying, man. But I love this episode. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I really did. I think this episode and the next work really well as a pair. I'm really glad we watched them both.
Yeah. Hang on. So are you about to give your rating? Also, did you say Dragon Ball GT earlier?
Yes, it was. She revealed that in the Dragon Ball GT like DVD files.
So this is like 10 years after this episode technically aired.
Yeah, that's how you know her opinion was legit, because she was remembering this 10 years later. Dragon Ball GT Perfect File, by the way, just if you want, they're just encyclopedic volumes published by Shueisha to cover information about GT. It's like a little extra fan product.
Okay.
So they probably did an interview with her, and she was like, "Yeah, my favorite Gohan episode was The Strangest Robot." And I like it. It's a good episode.
That is okay. Yeah, that's actually crazy. That
hold your score up, Nano. I want to go first on this one.
Okay.
Hold it up. Let me know when it's up. Decide.
I'm thinking.
Decide. You got time. I'll
do this. This is what I'm thinking. That's how I'm feeling on this one.
Bro, I'm not. I have to decide what I want to do for the next one. The next episode decides what I'm doing for this one, and I don't know if I want to slurp gorp candy cane this hard, man. I'm gonna give this episode, and honestly, it feels weird. Okay, let me clarify. I'm rating this almost as just like a piece of art, not Dragon Ball. I don't know, because I like this one for not very Dragon Ball reasons, honestly.
Yes, yeah. So I was just about to say, like, I feel like a lot of these are very relative. Like,
yes, because what I'm about to say,
then I'll finish what I'm going to say. Say your number.
I'm just going with my enjoyment. I'm going to say it because it's the only number in my mind. An 8. This was a hard, good lying. 8 for me. What do you have?
I'm holding up 8 fingers, brother.
Let's go, bro. See, I know we're not going to agree on the next one, though.
Okay, so what I want to just say as we get deeper, and especially if you're like, I don't know, this is like a very evergreen content, so you might be watching this like 5 years from now, and like all the episodes are out, and maybe you're working your way backwards and you started in Majin Buu Saga. A Majin Buu Saga 8 with like an episode with Vegito is not probably relative or similar to an 8 in this one in my mind. Does that make sense?
I wholly agree, because I'm judging this honestly. I think what my scale is now is how much I enjoy the episode in the moment we watched it.
Yes.
And
yeah, because it's so we can't compare to something we haven't seen 200 episodes from now. Like, that's not fair.
So something happens with Vegito. Maybe I like the action. Maybe it's a slower paced episode with more filler. So maybe I don't enjoy it as much, or maybe I enjoy it more, but for like the action. This I more enjoyed as like a little adventure series, like Gohan on a little adventure, a sad adventure.
Yeah.
And you know, it was fun, bro. It was fun bouncing off you, watching the episode together, because we didn't both remember it. So my personal enjoyment of that experience was an 8, and the episode as well. Like, that's an episode that I would have no problem rewatching again.
Yeah, same. That is one that I can't believe I enjoyed that much.
I can't believe I enjoyed that, and I can't believe how much I enjoyed the next one too. We want to get into that.
Let's get into it. It's time. A new friend. Damn it.
Oh man, a new friend, bro.
Dude, this episode is crazy because this is our not to jump ahead too much, but this is our first reveal of Yamcha in the series of Dragon Ball Z.
And that was sick, bro. Actually, I don't regret what I'm gonna say at the end of this.
Bro, what in the world are you?
I don't regret it.
What has this man got in the chamber for us right now? Okay, so
first of all, let me say something real quick then before you get into it. I thought this was a pretty sick title card. I like this one, and watching the episode, I like it even more.
This was a very, you're right. Oh, fuck. Oh, why you gotta... Oh!
Bro, this goes hard, bro. This
does go very hard. This title card is so good.
It goes hard now after watching the episode. I can't lie, for like different reasons, bro.
There's someone watching this like, why are they gassing up this filler like this? Bro,
I love this episode.
These were good episodes of Dragon Ball Z, man. Holy. Maybe I really am a fan of Dragon Ball, you know? Like,
these were kind of like Dragon Ball-ish episodes, and I liked them. It had that adventure, that spirit. I liked it. So, do you want to start us off on this one?
Sure. So Gohan obviously still out in the wild, still doing his thing for friggin' ever, because
doing it well.
That's just where we're at in the series right now. I also think there was we didn't mention it in the last episode, but there was a quick showing of Goku sleeping on Snake Way, and we see it again in this episode. That's literally
boring shit, bro.
all there is to mention about Snake Way right now. And like, I'm totally in the opinion of just don't even show us Snake Way until we're at Princess Snake. You know?
True.
Like, I get that they need to show us Goku because he's kind of the main character, but I'm also of the opinion that Gohan is literally the MC of at least of the show right now, for sure.
I could not give my comment. I could not give less of a fuck about Goku being hungry for the 80th time while running Snake Way.
Yeah. Well, though you did say like the episode was relatable because he did mention wanting a burger, and
he did say, "What's a guy got to do to get a burger around here?" Yeah. And I was like, "True." I mean, okay, when it's quick and he makes a little joke, then it's fine. Just don't show it too much. Don't show it too much.
But him just sleeping on Snake Way for the millionth time and getting a little ouchie, like I'm good. Like maybe we didn't need that cut. Maybe we needed to see Yamcha hit a baseball. Like
I'm all about that.
But anywho, so obviously Gohan is out in the wild, and we're watching him like gather up some stuff to actually fix a wound, which I was very impressed with because we're talking about a 4-year-old that is making his own like aloe vera type ointment thing. Like what is this? He's got Neosporin on deck, bro. Like this is crazy.
This is what I wanted to see, bro, because this is the first episode after Robot died. Gohan takes this shit a little more serious, man.
Yes.
So we even get a good Goku scene, rare in this timeline, but we get a good Goku scene of Goku teaching this to Gohan, and Gohan reacts like, "I don't want it, no, oh man." But in this, he's still a kid, so he's like, it stings, but he does it anyway. Growth. And that's what I love to see. Growth, man. He's finally becoming a little warrior.
But then
a little warrior.
After that, right? So that was, so we weren't quite to the next part, because then we fade away to, and I'm like, I actually was questioning if the sounds I was hearing was coming from the show or if this was happening like outside my house, but because I was like, wait, what? And we're above a baseball field. By the way, that was we didn't really, I don't know if either of us mentioned that, but that was a sick shot above the baseball field. Very cool shot.
I didn't comment on the shot itself, but I think I said something like, this looks like a movie. Like it wasn't really animation, but like the art on display here was really clean.
And that was the case for both of these episodes. There was a lot of really good like wallpaper-esque moments.
The art was crazy. The art was crazy, and when they did go off on the animation, it was pretty good too. Yes. But like this looks so good. Again, it wasn't the animation that was getting me, but this shot artistically looks so good that this could have been the opening to a Dragon Ball movie, and I wouldn't have. It would have been movie quality to me.
Yeah, 100%. 1,000,000%. And then we get the reveal of Yamcha, baby. Oh my god,
I was so hyped, bro. This was perfect. He's chilling on the bench, got his hat down. He doesn't care. He doesn't even like baseball, really. He's just talking to Poor. He's like, I gotta earn money somehow, and basically his team wins. Their whole strategy is just getting people on base, getting them hit so that they load up the bases.
Dude.
And then he holds it over his coach. He's like, 20K and I'll actually hit this grand slam.
Dude, it's actually like that character reveal is actually really good.
It was sick.
It was, I really, really liked that character reveal. I can't believe how much I liked that character reveal, actually.
I'm a big Yamcha fan, so I was popping off. My guy looks good. And I like him in that goat role. I like when Yamcha knows he's the shit. Unfortunately, because of the people he hangs out with, that's not a lot of the time.
Yeah,
but when bro is in a normal environment, he's him.
Yeah, he is him. Now what I'm going to be interested in is when we get down and you tell us the manga differences, because again, I've not, just for full transparency, I've never read the Dragon Ball Z manga. I've never read the manga. It's something I think I'm going to start doing as we go through this. I'm going to try to keep up with where we're at with the episodes, and I'm going to read the manga and just stay on, because I obviously have it physically because I just wanted to own it. But I'm curious as to what his reveal is in the manga versus in the anime. Because like, is any of this in the manga? Like, don't answer that yet.
All right. No answers.
Because we're not there yet. But
of course not.
If it isn't, then I'm like, well, what is Yamcha's first reveal in the manga then versus in this? Because my guess is if it is different, it's not as cool. There's no way it's as cool as this specific reveal for, I guess, an anime watchers only.
True. Easy true.
Anyway, so we get a little bit of Yamcha, but then we go back over to Gohan, don't we? For a little bit.
I think all the Yamcha stuff from this point on happens in one thing. So to cover the Because first it's like it's Yamcha's being him. He's playing baseball. He's gaslighting his coach. 20K and I'll actually hit the grand slam. But then a fight breaks out and we get to see some comedy moments. I guess for people that don't know who Yamcha is, It's like a big brawl. The teams are fighting each other because they were getting hit and having to walk bases. And so Yamcha's like, oh, I could just have a little bit of fun. He walks in, he's one-shotting everybody, laughing, having a good time. And he's pulled out by Krillin, who informs him of the Saiyans and that Goku's dead. And basically he hops in with Krillin and Bulma and Puar, and they take off. And that, it was such a nice, like, compact, that's exactly what I'm looking for out of the anime stuff, is like,
yes,
Krillin meets up with Yamcha. Yamcha gets the character introduction, the gist, and he's like, all right, let's go train and fight these Saiyans. And they're off to go train with Korn.
It was really good flow. Like,
it flowed so good. It was a good, like, movie. Like, if the fighting the Saiyans or training for the Saiyans was a movie, that would have been a great opening scene.
Yeah, 100%. Because this contrast, with everything we're saying, this contrasts really well to say, let's go back to anime filler from a few episodes ago where we're at Chi-Chi's house.
Brother.
And, like, I feel like we spent 10 minutes there when it was probably only 60 seconds, you know? Like, this is how you handle that kind of scene. And you just totally cut Krillin going like you cut that Krillin
you cut it, or you make it happen differently or something. But that was beautiful. Then after that stuff is where we cut over to Gohan for the rest of the episode, and this is where peak is happening.
Man, did you say peak?
Peak, bro. This is peak Gohan.
Bro, I'm gonna be staring at my ceiling here in about 20 minutes when we're done recording this podcast, bro. I need a minute to process this episode, man.
Bro, I was rocked. Okay, so do you want to talk about this, or should I start this off?
Nah. You take it away, because I already have a feeling you're gonna. You take it away. You take it away.
So Gohan, we cut back to Gohan. This is it's Gohan for the rest. The lore's out of the way. So we cut back to Gohan, he's sleeping in this cave he's found with some food he's gathered, and that's when we cut to what looks like a snake kind of creature. Moving stuff, stealing the fruit, basically.
Just because the way
I did too.
Was slithering, it looked like it was slithering the way it was moving. I definitely thought it was.
Yeah, another really good character moment. There's like 3 really good character moments for Gohan here, like small moments that mean nothing. Like, but in the beginning when he's gathering this fruit, he actually sees a snake, and instead of getting scared, he picks it up and moves it and goes, "There you go." So that's a big moment for him. So I thought it was a snake too, but Gohan wakes up and finds that it's this injured dinosaur in his cave, and Gohan sees a big, like, stab wound, basically a giant stick. It was pretty much a log, and he takes it out, and the dinosaur's left with this, like, open wound. So Gohan makes a big leap for him. He's a friendly guy. Yeah.
Doto.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah,
what's up? Hello. Bro. Bro?
You can hear me? I don't hear you at all. You are a total robot for me.
Wait, you can't hear me now?
Bro is C6ing over here on me.
Wait, do I sound like a robot?
I'm hearing like so many little bits of what I can tell you're talking, but it's like
wait, really?
Oh, you're back.
Oh, hi.
What was that?
I don't know. What was that?
But you can hear
I sounded
me
like a little robot? Yeah.
Was Kinsey like uploading a video or something?
I don't know. I think she's playing League in the other room.
Huh.
Huh.
Well, you're back. I'm sorry. I was trying to play it cool. I was like, sure, this is gonna be a small hiccup, and then you were totally gone, and I was like, well.
Do you think, is my audio all right, you think?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I won't stop it, but I guess we'll just pick up from where we were. When did you stop hearing me? I'll just restart, basically.
The last time I commented on anything of him like slithering and looking like a snake, that was when it went all like fuzzy after that.
All right. So I'll pick it up I'll just restart, basically. So yeah, I thought it was a snake as well. And there's also multiple good Gohan moments throughout this. Like Gohan picks up a snake earlier in the episode and moves it aside instead of getting scared.
Oh yeah.
He has a ton of little good character moments like that throughout this entire episode. He's really growing in these two, which is what I like to see. So it's shot to be like a snake, but it's revealed that it's a friendly dinosaur, like a herbivore. So Gohan gets scared, but sees this dinosaur has a stab wound And, he wants to be a friendly guy. So he goes over, rips it out. Basically, it's a log. So this guy's got the open stab wound. And Gohan does the healing thing his dad taught him with a giant leaf, sticks it over, and pretty much commits himself to fully healing his new friend. Now, sadly, he puts in a lot of work for this. He goes and gathers tons of food. We see Gohan, like, I think it's during this time where he's testing out his newfound strength. He goes to the top of a strangely shaped mountain. But he goes to the top of a mountain and he's like, all right, I'm just going to jump off, see what happens. He jumps off, lands it, walks it off.
Well, yeah, they're a little wobbly, but I mean, like...
A little wobbly. I mean, to be fair, that jump, I ain't making that jump, so...
Dude, that jump was way bigger, by the way, than the jump he would have had to do in the previous episode. Like,
yeah, I think that's why he did it, bro. He realized that he could have not killed the strangest robot if he just clutched up and did that. So I'm glad he's committing himself to making... He doesn't want to lose another friend. And I'm glad he's committing himself to that. He doesn't deserve that. So he walks off. Then he punches a rock because he said his dad would blow it to pieces. And he's sad that it doesn't for him. But
as he walks
it's revealed that it does. As he walks away, it cracks. These are just good moments. It has nothing to do with the overall plot of the episode. But he's got all this great food. He's coming back. He's getting ready to feed his injured dinosaur friend. Nana, what happens?
Well, first off, he's imagining... once his friend is totally healed, like all the things that they're going to do together. And it's drawn in like a very like cute like style too. Like it's a little different and like
I forgot, bro.
Yeah, he's like imagining all the things they're going to do together once he's like fully healed his friend.
He was so happy, bro. He was like, oh man, once you're healed, like we're going to be like, it's going to be me and you. It's going to be me and my dinosaur friend, man. Oh my God.
And then
what happens later?
And then he comes back to see his friend in the mouth of a T-Rex.
Bro's biggest hater is the dinosaur from the opening, bro. It's been foreshadowed since the beginning of Z. The opening. Gohan's biggest hater has arrived again. And he is hungry.
Dude, but it doesn't end there. He's not eating him. He's like curb stomping him, bro. Like,
bro, he knocked the injured healing friend over, bro. The friend dinosaur gets knocked over. And I'm freaking out at this point, bro. I'm losing it because it's the same dinosaur. We get a flashback. They show a flashback.
Yeah, Gohan running from this dinosaur. Yep.
And it's showing that Gohan is processing what's happening here. We're seeing it through Gohan's eyes. He drops the food. He just drops it. He's shocked. And then the T-Rex, bro, knocks the friend over. And then me and Nano both thought he was going to get eaten. He starts stomping on his neck. I was like, oh my God. Bro, and then... So Gohan's pissed, bro. He tries to stop this from happening, but he's just not.
Unsheaths the sword, bro. He's him.
This was him performance, bro. This is when he was putting it all on the line. He's not watching this happen to his friends anymore. But sadly... he's not there yet, man. He's not there yet. Even in this episode, he said, my arms are getting pretty beefy, huh? But he's not there yet. He's not there yet. He can't stop this. So he tries to attack the dinosaur. The dinosaur hits him away. Gohan's not out yet. He has to dodge, rolls around.
His sword is stuck in a tree right now, too.
His sword gets stuck, bro. His sword gets stuck. He has no options. The dinosaur goes over, starts eating Gohan's friend, basically. And Gohan sees this opportunity as the dinosaur's coming up to him now. And just like rips the sword out. He's about to land the killing blow. Gohan goes for the kill. He's about to kill this guy because he's pissed. But the T-Rex uses his tail, knocks Gohan out. And Gohan falls unconscious to the floor in a bush, hidden away from the dinosaur. Nana, what do we hear?
We hear the dinosaur eating we hear the T-Rex eating the dinosaur friend from Gohan.
Eating the friend. We hear the munching.
Actual munch it. Like actual full on eating
It's
him.
Disgusting, bro. He's eating. This is Attack on Titan. This is a scene from Attack on Titan.
Wait, this is Attack on Titan. This is
a scene from Attack on Titan. He's knocked out. All you hear is... And bro, it fades away. Gohan's knocked out. He can't do anything. Gohan wakes up. He wakes up. It's cartoonish. He wakes up. And it's just the skeleton. There is not a hint of flesh left. His friend is gone, dead. Oh my God. I was losing my mind, bro. It wasn't nothing left of his friend. Gohan stands there and goes, oh no, my friend. And he picks up his sword and walks away into the distance. That's it, bro. Silently.
Yeah, now that was a hard shot too. That shot was crazy.
It went hard, bro. I was telling Nano, I was like, Gohan is I don't remember it, but Youth Gohan was basically the ultimate Sigma male. After this, bro, he's He's Patrick Bateman. He's walking away. That's why I think the title card goes so hard, because a new friend, it's Gohan reflected in his sword. The new friend wasn't the dinosaur, because the narrator says Gohan learns that the only law of nature is the strong survive. The new friend was his sword. Bro.
Now, I don't remember specifically, and I don't know if you do either, but I'm praying that we get a payoff here.
That's what I was saying, bro. I was losing my mind at the outro. I said, if Gohan does not kill that dinosaur, throw the whole arc away, bro. I need revenge, bro. I care more about this than I did when Goku fought Frieza. This was cruel, man. This was cruel.
You're probably not wrong, though. I need the payoff now. Like, I need
Gohan to suplex that dinosaur and actually take his life.
Yes.
I want no mercy from Gohan. If this dinosaur lives, I'm pissed.
And that's the episode.
That was the whole episode. Bro, I need that dinosaur. I can't believe how much I care.
No, I know. I'm like literally in the same boat with you. Also, what I need to know, are there any manga differences on this? Or are you going to tell me there is no manga equivalent at all?
Are you ready for that?
Yeah, let me hear it.
The entire events of this episode were exclusive to the anime.
So how does Yamcha premiere in the manga?
Well, I will say, Nano, here's a fun fact. Let's get into a bit of trivia for you.
Okay.
So I don't, and this doesn't have to do with Yamcha's premiere, but Yamcha playing baseball is filler. However, him having a baseball career was indeed Akira Toriyama's idea. So this was his idea, and we can see that through how Dragon Ball's progressed. Like, Yamcha playing baseball is a very set in stone thing.
Yeah.
But I like that was Toriyama's idea. He was like, no, yeah, like introduce him however you want for the anime, but he plays baseball
for the Titans.
That's what he does. He plays baseball for the Titans. And that was pretty much it. Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. The rest of the trivia is just that when it premiered in Japan, this is when, Nano, actually, wait, this is a pretty good one for us. The next episode preview, 15 seconds of it were devoted to showing next week. Can you guess what the other 15 were? They were used to show off a lottery ticket drawing for the Dragon Ball Z movie Dead Zone.
Oh, snap. No
so they
way.
This is when they were marketing Dead Zone. So, Nano, next week on this podcast, we are going to have bought our tickets to go see Dead Zone.
And we're going to react to Dead Zone on the Patreon. Hopefully it's patreon.com/keymoments, but definitely check the description. Check the bio. You'll find it there.
Yeah, bro. I can't believe it. We're basically seeing this in the most optimal order because this is when they were advertising the movie anyway.
That is, hang on. That's what are the odds of that playing out like that? Which, by the way, the next episode after that is called Terror on Arlia, which I think is probably going to be a pretty good one. That sounds like that's going to be a fun one too. So like the next couple episodes of the podcast, I feel like are going to be like must watch TV. Like
I think so.
They're gonna have to be,
so.
They have to say tapped in. They better be subscribed or however you do that kind of thing on podcast services, and they better like and they better leave us a rating. But more importantly, we need your rating of this episode.
Well, actually, you have to go first now.
Oh, yeah,
I'll put my hand up.
I guess I'll go first. You're holding up your number though, right?
People are looking at me right now. Okay. They're seeing my score.
So I'm gonna probably surprise no one here with my score. But because these were very similar, and because, like you said, they felt like their own little miniature like movie, I'm gonna give this one an 8 as well because I actually enjoyed this one a lot too.
Okay, I fully agree with that. It's very good. And Nano, I held up my score. People saw it. We did not get the same one on this one.
Can I guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think you're gonna go. So I think you're going off the rails, and you're giving this like a 10 or something.
It's true, bro. I held up a 10. I was invested in this shit, man. For everything, like. To me, like the Yamcha stuff was right up my alley. Of course, I'm a Yamcha super fan.
Yeah.
So it was a great intro. Him and Krillin had a serious talk. I liked that. And then all the Gohan stuff was perfect. Even the miniature character moments where he's like, my arms are getting beefy, or he's trying to jump or punching the rock. I like seeing this new stage of not crying all the time. He still cries sometimes. But and then the dinosaur stuff was just sad, man. Like I actually. Nano, you said it really early. You said this dinosaur is going to die. And I didn't respond because I didn't believe it. I was like, no, they wouldn't kill another friend off. But Gohan cannot win. He cannot catch a break right now. So, I mean, it was brutal. I loved it. This episode was great. I got to give it a 10.
That's fair. That's fair. I also kind of expected a 10 just because it is the debut of Yamcha, which again, as you now have all heard him say, is like his favorite character. So And it was a good debut too. Like it's not just like, oh hey, there's Yamcha. Like I'm telling you, I can't believe how good his like reveal is in this episode. That was.
I just hope Tien gets equal sick.
He's just gonna be standing there at Corns. He's just I
think so. He's gonna be training.
But maybe he'll like flip in. You know, like they're like, man, where's Tien? And like he's just gonna like all of a sudden.
Oh yeah, maybe a little cool action shot.
Yeah. Wait, I don't remember how Tien gets introduced. I'll just be 100%. Like.
I was popping off to this episode. I had to give it a 10. That was the most I've reacted. That was just me. I would have reacted like that even if we weren't recording for Patreon.
Oh yeah.
If you ever for key moments want to like watch along with us, this one would be the one that I think you should try because this episode, if you haven't watched it, you gotta watch it, man.
I'm with Doto.
Was crazy.
I'm with Doto. If you watched Z either sporadically, especially back in the day,
it was a twofer. We did both of these episodes, and they were both really good ones.
Yes. So, like, if you were someone that watched it, like, day to day, but maybe you missed it because of after school stuff or work or whatever, or you're someone that had a filler list, or you've only ever watched Kai, I would highly suggest finding a way to watch episodes 9 and 10. And it would be a bonus to have me and Doto there with you, watching them alongside you. And that's the whole point we're doing this. So, Doto, any closing words? This is a good little podcast today, man. I agree a lot, man.
I did too. My closing words, I guess, like what I'm hoping for in the next filler is, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I care more about this dinosaur storyline than I care to admit, bro. Like, I want this resolved before the Saiyans get here.
I am in fact with you. Like, I hope we get like, I hope there's a little more meat to it. You know, maybe he kills another.
Like one more friend.
Yeah, one more friend.
I think it would work beautifully if that dinosaur represents Gohan's final moment before training with Piccolo. Like if he stands up to this dinosaur and wins, maybe not even kill him, because you know I was surprised when Gohan went to take his life. Dude, I'm not gonna lie.
The face that he made was like, yeah, I'm about to kill this dude.
That was prime time Gohan, bro. He went beast. I don't even know what that means, but he went beast mode.
Nah, I'm with you. He definitely did.
But I need this storyline resolved.
Same.
And I care a lot.
Same.
So that's my closing words. What do you got?
No, I'm right there with you. I'll say it. I'll be a broken record. This really surprised me. I honestly thought we'd be watching 3 to 5 episodes today for this podcast, and instead we somehow talked about what you would call filler episodes for an hour, and I enjoyed every minute of it. It was a blast.
I guess I have more closing words. Like if you would have told me, Nano, that I would give a score higher than a 5 today. Yeah, I would have laughed and said some heinous things, bro. I would have been like, no shot. I would have bet and agreed to horrendous terms and conditions, but I walked away with a 10. I'm not gonna have a lot of 10s. No way in this series. I said that at the beginning. I'm not gonna have a lot of 10s.
I haven't given it 10 yet, I don't think. Have I? I don't think I have.
I don't know. I don't think so. I want this episode.
I might make a thing. I might go back and make a thing, and I might start keeping track of this just so we kind of know.
True. I might get a Google Doc myself because I want this one on my list of 10s. I don't think I would change my opinion on this one. Yeah,
I'll make a sheet and we'll share it with you, and we'll start noting down what we've rated each episode. We need to do that. We should do that.
That's very true. That's very true. I want some statistics by the end of this. So now we got a project. Now we got a project in the works. Key moments. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Another podcast in the books. Thank you for watching. And if you're a supporter over on Patreon, thank you for supporting over on there as well. And if you're just a listener on some audio podcasts, thank you as well. We're really enjoying doing this, or at least I am, bro. This was the best one so far for me, bro.
I'm very excited for next week. So I hope you guys are staying tapped in, and you're here next week for our Dead Zone reaction and podcast.
Oh, bro, I forgot about Dead Zone. I forgot we're going to the movies.
No, we're going to the movies, man.
Bye.